Cool. Yeah, we've got another replay. This one from Blobby. Are you Champ 1, Champ 2? Is that what you said you were? Champ 3. Pushing into Grand Champ. Don't worry, I have felt your pain many a time. I think I spent 5 seasons in Champ 3. So, yeah, and I'm also from OC, so, so I know the grounds well. All right. Let's have a look. Okay, let's have a. What I tend to do first is I'll always just have a look to see the kickoff. It's just a good way to kind of understand how your kickoff is going. Because in twos especially, it's you need to have a solid kickoff. You don't have to have an incredible kickoff. So here, I would say, if we put this up, what do you think you could do better here? That's pretty close. What what you're probably wanting to do here is you do a diagonal kickoff, right? You're doing a diagonal kickoff, right? Yeah, that's fine. I mean, look, first off, don't you probably don't need it, but you know if you want to do it, all all for it. But here, you kind of you're landing very. This is where you land, right? So it gives you very little time for you to actually reposition yourself, right? And also you have no boost. So in all the in the vast majority of people who do speed flips and do kickoffs, they'll always leave about 10 boost in their kickoff, right? Because that allows you to actually do something after the kickoff happens. Okay. This also means that if you do a speed flip kickoff, right, or something like that, and you say you take off the boost just slightly here, so you have like 10 extra boost, right? This means you actually land quicker. Well, you don't land quicker, but you land on the ground quicker, so that you have a little bit more time to reposition your car. So, because what's happening here is you're going pretty wild, right? And then you actually have no time to reposition yourself. Okay, so it means that you don't have a consistent kickoff anymore, right? So I'm pretty sure you understand the basics of how a kickoff is supposed to go. You're supposed to hit the middle of the ball, middle vertically and center. But you can see that here, Uncle has a much better. He's at least center to the ball. He's a bit low for my liking, so he needs to be middle. But you can see why you would lose this kickoff, right? Okay, cool. All right, let me just clear off that. All right. Let's go with hard 100. In the end, you surprisingly win it, but I think that's more. Um, yeah, it's like you use your flip at the end, so I don't know. It's a strange kickoff, to be honest. It's not where I'd have predicted. If I had seen it, I would have thought it would have gone to your back right, based off it. But yeah, all right, cool. I like it. Having a quick look to make sure that you see what's happening. Something I tend to do off these kickoffs is I'll position my car straight, so that I'm facing the boost first, because I know where the ball's going to hit, right? The ball's going to hit the wall, right? So you have that little extra time. So face your car, turn off ball cam, face your car towards the boost, so you can just drive straight, and then you can go on ball cam. Does that make sense? Because now what you're doing, I mean, it's pretty incredible that you're able to land right correctly there, but you probably missed a couple kick boosts, I'm guessing, from kickoff, just because yeah. So have a quick look. Nice. I like the wave dash. That's good. I also like that you're doing a lot of very good things here. Actually, first thing that you're doing well is that you're not just trying to get back as quickly as you can. you're taking a bit, taking in view the situation. Am I correct in saying that? Okay, cool. So you're slowing down a little bit. You're not boosting hard. You're waiting for the hit to happen. You know that it's not going to be a, it's unlikely to be a dangerous hit. Is that what's going through your mind? Would you say? Cool. Sick. Now, minor thing that you probably want to do here is you're going too far away from the let's actually, I'll do is so if I slow this down a little bit. So, can you see that the line that you're taking right now is this one over here, right? Kind of straight onto the ball. What you should be doing is going this way, in line with the goalpost, right? And then you have a little bit more angle to play with, because then you can hit the ball hard, cutting in. Does that make sense? You doing this is very predictable for this guy, right? He goes, okay, ball's going here. It's probably going to bounce here and out, right? Make sense? But if you go close to here, there's a chance that you can actually hit it over him. That's the idea, right? So I've been in this very same scenario. You come close in, you hit the ball. First off, there's no chance that you own goal, right? But if you're here, look at that. Very little chance you own goal. Here, own goal, potentially. So yeah, think about that. So drive closer to the wall if you can. Obviously, you might get a bit stuffed up, with the diagonal wall. But, you get a bit better of it. Maybe take this line right here, You don't have to be super close. But it gives you, the more angle you give yourself, the better your clear is going to be, okay? Cool. So you can see, if you were instead here, much better clear, right? Okay. Cool. All right, let's play it back. I mean, in the end, you do a very nice clear, but you didn't use your second flip to be able to really smash that ball, right? You're kind of almost throwing the ball up and hoping your teammate goes for it, sort of, I guess. I don't know. I think you're just trying to hit the ball high and hard, right? Is that your idea? Okay, cool. Are you in a team with your teammate? Okay. No, that's fine. Because it's very interesting for me to see that if I wasn't in the party, there's no way in hell I expect my teammate to fly up for this, right? There's no way in hell. I mean, he makes a spectacular contact. Like, this is great, but I'm not certain I would have gone up so early for it. But he makes a great play, honestly. Like, but the issue with this is now he's committed hard, right? And he actually conserves his boost fairly well, actually, considering what I'd expect. Obviously, he probably wants to shoot this on goal, but that's fine. But what I like, and the learning thing that you can get from this, is he's trying to get to ground to steal the leftmost boost. Boost stealing your opponent's back corners is super useful in any situation here. He cuts you off slightly, but also he assumes that Uncle is probably gonna beat you to the ball. I'm assuming, right? That's why you're not pushing hard. That's good. But something that you can do though is, if you see your teammate cut through, if you see your teammate go for this boost, right? You want to pull out earlier, okay? So you should be turning now. Turning back. You're hoping for a good play off him, but I've seen time and time again at this level that very few people make a good pass down the center. And honestly, the pass down the center is the most easily read pass, right? Like this guy over here for sure will get to it before you do, probably, right? He's got an easy challenge to fly up, right? So yeah. All right, let's have a look to see what happens. I like that. I liked what you first did there, which is you're just waiting for what happens next. I find time and time again, for people who are pushing from champ to grand champ, they tend to want to be as fast as possible. But in twos, the idea is to make as few mistakes as possible. That's the real idea, okay? So here, you do a good thing, which is wait back, but you shouldn't be turning. You should be expecting to hit the hard hit right here, right? Because the ball's basically being passed to the opponents, right? If we look at it from um, Mr. Spamosaurus, right? You can see that he's just gonna smash that, right? There's no way he's dribbling that because there's too much of a risk of the dunk, right? So you're gonna see that obviously from where you are. So you need to know that he's just gonna smash it, right? So you shouldn't turn. You see, you turn right there. That's bad, okay? Because then you turn back anyway, right? And then because you're doing all this indecision here, you know, he gets the ball way before you do, right? Yes, yes, but you have to realize what's the potential play most probably, right? Prepare for the worst case scenario, but you can kind of, just wait to see what happens. And the vast majority of people at this level are just going to smash the ball, right? And good judge for here about the it not being like a shot on goal. I also like your positioning actually. You're kind of timing your run to front post fairly well. The other option here is of course you could have just cut him off early, so there's no shot on goal, but that would have necessitated you not doing all this hesitation, right? Cool. Now let's see what you do with this free ball. Okay, so in this time, how confident are you in dribbles or flicks? Okay. Okay. So when you have space, don't chuck it away. Okay. Because think about this: you slow the ball down, your teammate could demo them, right? You slow the ball down, he gets a bit he charges at you, you flick the ball over him, it's a free goal, right? You hit the ball aimlessly like this, right? All that's happening is that you're passing it to him, right? At the very least, if you're gonna do this, you gotta hit it with more power, right? And the reason why you don't hit it with a lot of power, if we slow it down, is because you hit it with the front of your car instead of the corner of your car, right? The corner of your car gets so much more power, so you got to do a corner flip here if you want to get more power on it. Okay. Octanes don't have as much power as the Dominus, but they also have more consistent hits. So you got to put them off guard if you're gonna do a power hit by making it as powerful as possible. Okay. So for me, what I'd be doing here is I'd be catching it, or if I'm gonna do this right, I can do a bounce hit, like a bounce dribble, right? Bounce dribbles aren't too difficult. You can play around with them a little bit in free play, but it just allows you, if he starts diving forward, just smash that ball, right? So yeah, because this is obviously just a free. You've given away a free attack which should have been a scoring opportunity, right? I like the boost take. I like the attempted demo. It's a good idea, honestly. Okay, here, don't do any of this fancy stuff. Just sit back. Like I understand you want to go for a passing play, but there's no real requirement to do a passing play here. There's enough mistakes happening that you can literally just go back and chill out here and just protect your goal, because you're not actually achieving much here, right? There's way too much time for the opponent to come up and cut off whatever passes is about to happen here, and it's just too obvious, honestly. And it's an all-in play, right? He passes it. I'm not in favor of all-in plays, unless like last minute or something like that. And it's far easier to defend a shot than it is to get scored on and then have to score again, right? So yeah, I'd be playing back. I'd play back post and just chill out, because for me, this is a prime position for your teammate to do a dribble. And whenever I see my teammate in control of the ball in our half, I still wait until he's around halfway and he has been unchallenged since then to push up, because it doesn't take that much time for you to go forward, right? So the you're not. It's far better to just chill out, let your teammate carry it up past halfway, or if he's not going to get challenged at halfway, and then you push up, because it doesn't take any time to get there anyway. Okay. And also, look, I mean, look, this. Look how awkward this is, right? Yeah, I just wouldn't have turned, honestly. For me, what twos is almost like ones, but you're trying to outplay two people, and your teammate cleans up. Okay, so it's like he, that should be the sort of idea you're coming with. Like if the outplay is just you beat the guy last man with a pass and then it's a free goal, then that's an outplay. But yeah, there's no need for you to do this risky stuff because it's not required. And you can see how awkward a position that if Mr. Spamasaurus had dunked him correctly, probably a goal, right? Against you. Uncle Spammer has now a chance to score on you too because you're actually in a terrible position. If we look at this from the sky view, right? Alt Y. So if he hits that goal, right, you have to track exactly this way. An easier save is this way, right? So you kind of like you're almost driving same speed as, and you cut it off that way, right? That's a much easier save, right? Because you made your stand here and you're kind of stationary, it means that it's really hard for you to actually save this because you have to time like you have a very small window of the ability to save this, right? Approximately here. So yeah, terrible position to be here. Be here. It's much simpler, much easier, you're in a much better position to push it off goal, really. Uh, that's fine. I Were you trying to control the ball on the wall? Is that what you're trying to do? Right here? What are you trying to think? What are you thinking of doing here? Okay. Okay. So, I mean, if you're in favor of doing twos plays like this, then you can. But honestly, what I'd be doing here is I'd be playing this obviously on the wall. So, you don't pinch it, and then once if the ball is say around about here, right? I'd be just firing that legit on goal and trying to hit basically this area here. This forces the opponent, right? This guy, last guy back, right, to go for a diving save. Then your teammate has a free shot on goal. Okay. If you go for the passing play, right, he just has to read the passing play and cut you off. Okay. Yeah. This is your friend. If no one's on this backboard right here, just throw the ball at the backboard. Everyone panics on the backboard. Okay. All right. Though I do like the recovery that you actually managed to get back to the ball. That's pretty good. But I question the need to do multiple different spins in the ball in the air. If it was me, I'd be trying to. I wouldn't be wasting my time spinning so much. I'd be let's see, 415. Let's see if my controller will. Okay, cool. All right, 415. So if I was in a similar scenario, obviously it's gonna be. I've locked my screen to 60 hertz, but I'd be trying. I'd be trying to hit it wider because you want to get round the ball a little bit more. Actually, this is a bit tough. I've got a wooden board on me, so it's a bit difficult to show this. Well, my gaming setup is in front of my TV, so I'm using a mouse and keyboard to like draw, but I'm a controller player. But yeah, so the idea is you fly round and then you hit it center, right? You see that? Um, that's the idea. If you want to do that, honestly, I might have gone like I might have just given up on the play a little bit, honestly, because it's pretty predictable what you're about to do there, right? Like, let's see. Let's have a look at it from. Wait, this is actually. you guys score. So maybe watch my mouth, right? All right, let's have a look at it from Uncle Spammer's perspective, right? It's actually just a poor misplay by him, right? He, sh- he should be ready here before the pass goes. But and Mr. Spammer should also have been probably had a bit more boost, but let's ignore that. He went for the bump. Okay. I don't know how your teammate managed to avoid that bump. Honestly, it's a good play. It's a good play. It's just I'm not sure if it's the safest play, right? Yeah, and you're both committed to it, and you have no boost. You've used all your boost to make that small pass, right? So it's an all-in play. I just like all-in plays. There's enough space in twos to not need that. All right, you gotta. Okay, I understand. I had the same issue myself a lot of the time, but you just gotta realize you just gotta beat him. Okay. You don't have to draw him in. He's already drawn in. Okay. He's here. He's in no man's land. There's all this space behind him, right? You just need to beat him hard, hit the ball off the wall, down the middle, and then your teammate's got a shot and goal. Okay. So don't do the baiting stuff that you're sort of doing here. Just go. There's no need. There's no need for you to do that because you just get clean beaten, right? His goal is to pass it. Uh, is to pass it this way, right? Down here. Your goal is to just get it past them. So by any means necessary, get it past them. That's it. Okay. That's the thought process there. Obviously, do a wave dash there. Probably got the boost there, but that's okay. I love the little boost pads. I mean, you're doing them anyway, but I say it to every person I ever coach. The diamond, respect the diamond. Uh, the diamond is both great for boost as well as positioning. Um, so boost, obviously, like great, but also if your teammate's here, then you can position either here or here. Great for you to spread out, and it's a great guideline to understand where you want to spread out to. But yeah, you seem to be doing it okay. Obviously, maybe you need to collect more little boost pads, but I think everyone can kind of go with that. But yeah, that's just general thoughts. Because you never know when 12 boosts might be the difference, right? I hate early cut-ins, but I understand why you did an early cut-in. Mainly because when you do the early cut-in, right, you just lose all your momentum, and then you have to react to any shot, right? So like, if you're back here, a little bit easier to go forward versus coming back, right, like that. But yeah, just a minor thing. Now you gotta time this a little bit better. So what you want to do with a bouncing hit here is when the ball bounces up. If the ball's bouncing up, the momentum of the ball with your hit will allow you to smash the ball. Okay. If the ball's bouncing down like it is, you're attacking like two forces and they cancel each other out. That's how Rocket League kind of works, right? Okay. So coming down, then you're attacking it with two forces, but otherwise, if it's coming up, then you're attacking with both forces and it's going up. And then you probably want to send it round about here, I'm assuming, right? That was your goal. Okay. So the best play to play it here is to play it around about sort of here-ish, okay? Because this allows your teammate to come in and just shoot the ball at goal. It's like potentially an even better play is to actually just shoot it at goal. But a little bit more difficult, a little bit more difficult. You see your teammate up here, I'd still throw it at him because it's going to be super awkward for this guy to kind of cut round, right? So I'd probably do that, but you can also play the shot right at goal. But yeah, just a thing to keep an eye on. Ball coming up means big boom. Ball coming down, dead. Okay? Cool. So that's why it dies. Look, I was a Dominus player for like 2,500 hours, so I know how to hit the 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 ball hard. so so yeah, yeah. But I've switched to Octane just because it's nice to change, honestly. So maybe done 1,000 hours of Octane. Okay, so I mean you score, but let's be honest, it's not really your brilliance here, right? He should be able to catch that, right? Actually, this further informs you how much easier a massive boom at goal would have scored, right? Or how much easier this throw to here would have been, right? Yeah, it's fine, dude. Like, to be honest, you're gonna have to beat people who are above C3 to get to Grand Champ, right? I can understand being. I mean, to be honest, the Smurf situation. Like, are you low Champ 3 or you high Champ 3? Would you say? Okay, low Champ 3. Okay, so in low Champ 3, because I've hit. I'm usually maybe like four. If I'm playing more Rocket League regularly, I'm like 1450 to 1500. But I've dropped to I've dropped to 1300, well 1350 ish, when I've hit a rut. And when the Rocket League I've seen at that level, honestly, you just want to force them to make mechanical defensive plays. Okay, just think about that. It doesn't have to be like a pure shot on goal, but it's to force them to fly up, use boost, and potentially have double commits. Okay, that's your thought process. People at this level believe they have great mechanics, but they lack consistency. So if you consistently throw attacks at them, they're going to fail. Okay, that's your thought process. Okay, um, so you just put continued pressure. There's no real need to outplay. It's more force them to make mistakes. Okay, uh, but yeah, play here to your teammate or shoot at goal. Just don't do what you did there. It's unlikely to happen. Look at you. Did you spend? I guess you probably played your way up to level 69, haven't you? I'm a full time person, so at the time. So I salute you. I salute you. I salute you. Yeah, it looks cool. I gotta say, it looks very cool. I'm looking forward to it. Dude, I'm not even close to that. I mean, to be fair, I use a nuclear goal explosion as my goal explosion, so it's pretty toxic. Huh? Yes, yes. My eyes have gotten used to it, so it's really a tactical advantage, honestly. All right, this one you seem to have done better here for the kickoff, but I'm not sure why. Maybe let's have a slowdown. Yeah, you do your speed flip much better on your left side. You do a speed flip much better on your left side than I do a speed flip on my left side. So, one of my, I gotta improve honestly. All right. I like the leave though. It's good. Also glad your teammate didn't steal your boost. Very nice. Very nice. You also make it very clear that you're not going to go for the wall. So I appreciate. One of the best things you can do is get better body language. So, point your car away from the ball, front flip away from the ball. Do these things so that your teammate basically has no hesitation. So that's a perfect illustration of what you've done there. What a flick. That's a nice flick. Yeah. I mean, it's an all or nothing play. It's going to happen. I'm just trying to figure out what you could have done better here. Honestly, it's because you didn't go earlier. So you have to be able to read what's about to happen here. So you have to predict that ball's coming down. But obviously, you've done the best thing that you've done here is be patient. So it's kind of like it's a strange oxymoron. You want to be able to figure out if the ball had you thought the ball was coming here, then you push up earlier, right? Because you can kind of expect what the play is. But because you know the ball's hitting on this crossbar, you're patient, which is good. But because it's a crossbar play, I'd be even more patient and probably not have gone for it because you're last man, obviously. But you beat him, you win, you score. It's all successful. But obviously, because you have that minor hesitation for the crossbar, you should probably not go for this because your teammate's going to probably have to get back as quickly. But you do well. It's a boomer. It's an absolute boomer. Missed that. That's fine. All right. So, key things to look at in kickoff, okay? Is the opponent staying in his goal, okay? You see this guy here doing his fake drive? Watch him, okay? Your kickoff should really be pretty automatic, so you should be able to see if he's staying in goal, okay? Everyone will go for boost or cheat up, okay? So if you see someone do this stuff where he's slow going this way, you know potentially that they're going to go for a fake kickoff, okay? So just be prepared. It might not happen, but if you have that thought in your mind, maybe they're going for a fake kickoff, you'll have a better reaction, okay? That's all. Because then, as soon as I see him not go for a flip, like you can actually see it. Him like, you see that? You see how he's not going. Instantly, when you see something look off, go, and it connects the dot where this guy isn't going out of goal properly, then you go, he's going for a fake kickoff. That's it, okay? Cool? All right. You throw it here, or if you don't read it in time, go for a demo on him. He throws the ball up, right? The opponent's teammate is just gonna try and pass it back to him. So if you demo him, there's no attacking opportunity, okay? Or I honestly, read how obvious the fake kickoff is, and then don't fall for it. So right about, I'll try and like stop it exactly when I would be. So right here, I see the opponent. Oh, actually, sorry. Here, I'd be like going for my kickoff. Okay, I see him not boosting. First thing, I see this guy not boosting. Okay, so he's hanging around the goal. All right, they might be going for a fake kickoff. Next thing I think about is I'm preparing for that now. So now I break. I literally just break. Just break, okay? That's fine. But as soon as I see something not happen, I just break, and then all I do is I'll just chill and go for a 50-50, right? It's fine. What's in essence happened? Your teammate's got boost, right? Both your opponents have no boost. You go for a 50-50 or whatever. Perfectly fine, right? So there's a few options you can take. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll change from I'll literally just do a shot on goal. Hit the backboard. Make him have to make an awkward thing. Then read that he misses it, and then go for the shot. Okay. So there's a few things you can do, but it stems from reading the signs before it happens. Okay. You didn't pick up many little boost. I guess you picked. Okay, you have boost fluttering. Everyone has this issue, including myself. But the more that you understand that you're just boost fluttering, the better that you can be, because you just keep boost fluttering. You see that? So you just keep boosting, and then you're just using all the boost that you need to use. Obviously, come onto a line that's sort of like this if you want to be. This allows you to kind of come around back post. But yeah. Just don't try not to boost flutter. You can use boost to get back. I'm in huge favor of using boost to get back, but use your boost to get you to a speed that you want to be at. Okay, not just because you're nervous about what's about to happen. Okay, and then you miss all the little boost pads. That's why you pick up this big boost, because you don't actually need to pick up this big boost if you pick up those 3 little boost pads, right? Because now you're in a position where you're not actually defending the goal, right? That's why this is all awkward now. So let's take it back. So my play, you go back post. You don't go for this boost. As soon as I see a center ball happen, I need to defend the goal. Okay, that's the first thought. Next thing, let's say I'm taking this from. If it was me, I'd be around about here, looking at. Then, I immediately go off ball cam. So I know the ball's coming around here. I can see the indicator, right? I'm off ball cam. And then I try and challenge, okay? That's all you can do. Or if you can read it on ball cam, then you got to float up and at least change the direction. You just need to push the ball this way. That's it, okay? You push this into any corner, you get any touch, you're good, okay? But yeah, it's an awkward one. I totally get it. And you're not going to get it right every time. That's twos is too open for you to have a defensive masterclass, okay? I'm glad you played defensive. That's good. But you need to... it's a bit of a tough one, honestly. I'd be like, I need to go for this ball. Then I realize the ball's popping up. Then I go, I need to defend the ball. Then I realize that he's come up. Then I need to hit this ball right here. And you do the right thing there. So it's good. I can see that in your thought process that you've got multiple thoughts going there, right? Is that sort of what you were thinking about? What I was talking about? Yeah. Obviously, it's more instinctual, but I'm just trying to say it out loud. Obviously, your teammate shouldn't have gone up for that, but you know what can you do? I like the little boost pads. That's good. You're little. You've cut a little too early. If you're going to be stationary, which I'm also in favor of, sit inside the goal behind the line. Okay. So I get to about this position, and then I challenge, right? Okay. So because I'm going forward all the time, it makes me able to position myself to kind of go like left or right or whatever, okay? And I'm behind the line, so it gives me the maximum amount of time, okay? You being there, obviously, you get bumped, okay? But yeah, it's a tough position. I understand. It really stems from your teammate overcommitting there, though, okay? He puts you in a 2-on-1 position, which is tough at the best of times, but even tougher when you have low boost. You land a little too late here. I think you're holding jump a little too much. That's why you fly up in the air a little bit too high than I would be expecting, because you land and then you almost have no time to recover. And obviously, when I do my speed flips, I leave about 10 boost. Because if he does a pure like super speed flip, then all that's going to happen is just going to go into my teammate's corner, and then my teammate goes for the wall, okay? I'm not worried about the super speed flips. I'm just worried about getting a decent kickoff each time so my teammate doesn't worry. Sit behind the line, sit near post, okay? Like I was saying, so about here. Now, don't crawl forward, okay? Worst thing you can do is crawl forward, okay? Crawling forward is a bad idea. If you're gonna go early, because now you have no momentum and you're flying up, okay? Alright? And that's why you do all this awkward shit, okay? What you can do, though, is if he's coming right at you, just side flip. Yeah, side flip to the right, if you can, obviously. But honestly, how I've done this is I would have gone immediately. If I see a guy go for the demo, I just go straight off and just try and cut this ball off. It's an all or nothing play, but it's anyway, regardless, going to be an all or nothing play, right? So I go, I'm going to make sure that he can't affect the play, and I can just go for this guy. I dunk him, my teammate goes for the wall, and then we score, right? But here, you're just kind of letting the fates decide. And that's why you get scored on. Because no one's good at air dribbles, right? Can you see his air dribble? Right? maybe at Grand Champ level, we have a few people in OC who do fairly decent air dribbles, but no one here is doing even close to what I'd call an air dribble, okay? Like, my favorite air dribble is the one pop up, and then I fly ahead of the ball, and then bump the guy. That's my air dribble. Which is not really an air dribble, but I claim it as such, okay? Yep, good. Get the boost. Now, there's a school of thought that you might want to chill the ball a little bit. So, like, slow it down just slightly. Let your teammate get a bit of boost, okay? Unless you're really confident that you can shoot this ball at the goal, okay? If you can, then shoot at goal. That's the thing, because he's pushed up way too hard, okay? So read that and then smash the ball over here. So you can read. Think about this. Where are your opponents? So mid. Yes. So where's the space on the pitch? Like, where are they not? Yes, but really, like, I'd say this core of the field they own, or sort of own. Okay, so you just gotta hit it here, like just hit it to this half the field. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to do. Or you slow it down, kill a little bit of time, force him to come up a little bit more, and 50-50 it. But just if you're gonna do this hit, then you have to practice a little bit more to hit it with hit it while it's going up, and then it's full of power, right? Because otherwise, a weak shot is just a pass to them. Okay. Next thing, if you're gonna hit the ball up, and he comes back because he's last man, so he doesn't want to challenge hard, right? At least throw the ball at goal, right? So, right here, you pre-jump too early. You don't have to jump so early, okay? Give yourself a little. As soon as you jump, you commit to whatever move you're about to do, right? So you don't need to do that. You could just do it. You could just play for the 50-50. If it doesn't come up, then you throw the ball at their goal, okay? Now get out because your teammates just challenge hard. All right. So little boost pads, obviously. Missed that one over there. You get that 12 boost pad. You probably save this, right? Next thing you do is you cut in. You shouldn't be cutting in, right? As soon as you cut in, you have to make this narrow point right here, right? If you don't cut in, then you can just kind of cut off closer to the goal, okay? As soon as you're dead to rights here, basically. And that's why you miss it. But obviously the 12 boost probably would have helped you there. So little boost pads, they certainly help, right? Nice 50. I probably have gone for the. I would have gone for just the big boost pad on the right. Let my teammate push. Okay. He's got a big boost pad. I come here. I come round. I let him force the ball and do whatever he wants. He's full of boost. He's in a great position to attack. Right. You go here. He's last man now. He can't be as aggressive. Okay. See, he's not as aggressive. So you're turning the wrong way. First off, you got to turn it this way, right? Next thing, chill out. Obviously, he will beat you for all money, right? So realize where people are. That's all. So then here you turn. This turn is bad. Okay. From this position, what is he probably going to do here, right? Yes, he's going to clang it. No one at this level no one really at Grand Champ level can dribble the wall well, okay? I mean, I'm a prime example. I practice basically how to flick the ball as quickly as I can, and that's my dribble. So he's 99% of the time going to smash this. And anyway, even if you don't challenge hard, right, you just got to buy time for your teammate to get back, right? So you going forward means that now the whole timeline's gone forward, right? And now you have to do all sorts of stuff which doesn't really like contribute to you guys getting a goal, okay? Now, I don't know if I would have gone for the boost pad on this side. I would have immediately gone out, okay? This is danger signs. They have control of the ball, and it's 2v1, okay? So leave. Get back. I'd be taking this route right here. So ball cam on, going like that. Little boost pads, little boost pads, little boost pads. I got 60 or 70. I'm back here now. I protect more of the ball, more of the pitch and the goal than you do, right? And I'm still with a similar amount of boost. Now, don't challenge for this. As soon as you see your teammate boosting off the wall, this is not your ball anymore, okay? You need to be back to protect the goal. And in the end, you do have to go back to protect the goal, right? Don't do this weird-ass drift that you've done here. Yeah, you should be... This should be pointing this way. As in, like, your momentum, and then you're trying to drive and cut off the ball on the wall. Does that make sense? So if I turn this round... So, you should be kind of going, like, facing the ball and then kind of cutting around and trying to get the ball this way, right? Or if the ball kind of slowly goes, then I try to hit the ball over the goal, okay? But this loses all your momentum. Momentum is a huge thing. The more momentum you have, the less you have to use boost to kind of get back up to speed, right? It doesn't mean that you have to be at full speed all the time, but it just means you have to be going in the right direction most of the time, right? Okay? Cool. Let me just double check that it's recording. Yes, it is. Okay. I always have just a minor heart attack, you know? So you can see why my positioning would have allowed you to be in a better position here, right? Because then you can kind of come from this way, right? Instead of being awkwardly this way. So yeah. And you demoed, so that's why. Also, you're a stationary target. Oh my god. Yeah, you're panicking a little bit here, I'll be honest. You don't need to go for this ball. Your teammate's going for this ball. Pick up little boost pads, okay? So, something to note is, if you can, kind of making like routes this way, or, you know, like this way, you pick up enough boost. You get 40 boost or so, right? That's more than enough boost. So think of that. If you're in a more defensive situation, just kind of come out, tuck in, get a couple of boost pads, you're good, okay? I'd be further back. Anytime I see my teammate go up for a aerial play, solo aerial play, I go, that's a bad idea, okay? You're not helping in any way being close to the play. You should be just kind of backing out. And if he, for some reason, 2v1s them, then you come in and collect whatever free ball's about to happen, right? Because no matter what, this guy's out of boost, right? You should be behind the halfway line, really. Prepared for him to smash that ball, okay? Because near, like he's just done, Emu's just gonna challenge her, right? So there's no dribble that's about to happen, right? Little too far. You wanna be here, okay? Cover more of the goal. And it's a little less awkward to do what you're about to do here, okay? You recover well, but obviously you kind of just left this part of the goal free, right? Basically this part of the goal free, actually. So yeah. Little boost pads. Pick one of the lines. Easiest way. Pick one of the boost lines. You're too close. you should have at least a third of the pitch away from your teammate and you, okay? Think about that, okay? And especially when there's a 50-50 about to happen, you should probably have half the pitch because a 50-50 can happen and it could go badly. I like the slow play, but I would have kept this closer and tried to go for a flick probably. As soon as I see the guy go on this wall, I know he's trying to block something, right? So I play low. Make sense? So I play low, I drop the ball, and I try and 50-50 it in low, okay? Because he's going to challenge. This guy's not going to not going to challenge it because he sees his teammate challenge. And this is an awkward ball to 50-50 down, right? So you drop the ball, you 50-50 it, you score. Or you have a chance of scoring. This play, I do this play a lot myself in the same situation, but you got to recognize where they are, right? He's backed off, so you have plenty of space, okay? Obviously, boost lane. Yep, that's fine. I, I, it's not. You don't have to do it every time. I messed it up multiple times, but it's just keeping it in your head so that you're at least vast majority of the time getting those little boost pads, right? Now, instead of 50, you have 80, right? Means that you can be a lot more aggressive. You can do things a little bit differently because then you're faster to each ball because you're considering boost, which is good. But you get beaten to multiple balls there. Yeah, okay. I might not have cut in here, but you're entitled to cutting in because you see Mr. Spamsaurus. But don't do the turn then, right? Just don't do this turn. Just go for the ball, okay? Because otherwise you get beaten to this ball at higher level. Cool. But you beat him to it. That's good. You barely beat them, honestly. Yep, cool. I like the body movement. Obviously, you ping up nice moves. Don't push so hard. You don't want to go super close, okay? Because all that's gonna happen is uh, they can pop it over your head, all right? But the best thing that can happen is that it plays over their head and then they're kind of in the air. Then you can clean up, right? But you don't need to be so close to clean up the ball, right? You could be I'd say if it was me, I'd be around about here. And I could, right? But it also means that, yes, but if everyone misses it, then I can score at the same time, right? If they don't miss it, I'm back to defend the goal, right? Okay? Yeah, no worries. Oh, that was very quick, actually. You were true to your word. All right, replies. Okay, we back. So every time you go closer to a ball, you cut off how many options you have, all right? So there's no need to be having the optimal play every single time. You can just chill a little bit more than you are. Obviously, you want to get back, which you have. You're too close. Is there a need to be this close? Because any ball that comes this way, right? This guy's not going to get it, right? Because he's going the wrong way. So you can just play a bit further back. If the ball hits over here and bounces out, then you can play here. But being so close means that you have to make the 50-50, which is a bad idea because you're last man, right? Cool. Nice patience. I like it. And then evidently you did not. So, same thing. Easy to read. You see him stay in goal. That's when you know they're about to do something, right? That's fine. That's fine. It's just prepping your mind to say maybe there's a good chance that they're going to do a fake play, right? It's like you're prepping it just in case, right? You might not go for it, but because you prepared for it, within like an instant notice, you can actually go react off it, right? Because I mean, you do the right thing, which is play it behind him, so it makes it awkward for him, and you take the boost, which is a great idea. So you got to touch the ball right here, better. Um, so there's a couple ways you can do it. First off, obviously, if it was me, I would have at least read a little bit better to prep myself to make sure that it's going to be a fake play, right? Next thing, I'm just going to try and slam that to open space, okay? So open space, no one here, right? Literally just throw it mid. If I was in a slightly better position, I might throw it back. So if I was here-ish. But if the ball's here, just like flick the ball or like side flip this way, and then you're good as gold, basically. Okay. Just don't do what what you do here, which is do nothing, which is okay, but you know, you get bumped. I understand. It's tough. And honestly, he does a good flick, so can't blame, right? Because if I go back to that play again, right? There's a few things I would have done instead of what you've done. Obviously, that ball bounces odd, but I might have, for example, instead of going for the boost, right, just challenge the hell out of him, right? Like cut the ball off. Once I get the boost, okay, it's an awkward position. Now I need to beat everyone to this ball as quickly as I can. So literally here, I'd be jumping off and just hitting it mid. I see no one in front of me. I know there's no way for them to go for it, right? I can hear the guy using my headphones that he's here because I can hear him boosting. So just throw the ball into space if in doubt, right? So yeah. Because it feels like you have lots of time, but you actually don't. But yeah. Anyway. Don't. Yeah? I was going to say don't bait him in like this. Just go for it, okay? There's no need. There's no need to bait him in. Just go for it. Beat him. Oh, dude, I had the same problem. It's really tough for your brain to think, oh, let me just go for this, because you want to bait him in so that you take one person out, but it's really risky. Did you have a question though? Uh, in twos or threes? Twos, like I don't know, like maximum like 5 minutes. It's not bad. Twos is fairly easy to get Q. Threes is a bit more of a challenge. So yeah, the bait is risky and not really required, because in the end it forces you to go to that ball at even more awkward of an angle, right? You smash this ball, kind of like here, like kind of like it hit the ball here and then it through, then you're in a better position to challenge for it. Yeah, yeah. So I like the close play. I love you pressuring him. Great idea. But once he's up on that board, just leave. Okay. Think about this. You leave. Do you think your teammate's in a better position to challenge whatever is about to happen? Right. Right. Look at that. You leave. He knows he can challenge or be aggressive however you want, right? You click. You come back here. If he plays it over him, if he plays it over Emu, right? Then it's your ball anyway, right? You come out. He beats you. Free goal, shot goal. And yeah, you're hanging around the play ball watching, right? Ball watching is the death of all of us. Ball up in the air above me, I leave as quickly as I can. I know it's painful. It's really painful to have a ball above me. It's my ball though. But you leave, it makes it so much easier for your teammate to go, okay, I can go for this ball. Nice shot and goal, honestly. That's a bad luck, honestly. I like the boost steal. I like the boost steal. Um, Patience is good. That's a good 50. Take that boost. Good. Fake the challenge. Don't go for the attack. He's gonna beat you for all money here, right? You fake the challenge up the wall, like right here, and then you literally just go off the wall. Okay. So you turn around and just go down. Okay. The fake challenge is an incredible thing because it means that he's basically shown his cards and you can leave and your teammate can challenge it, right? You go for the challenge hard. Now your teammate has to play a 1-on-2, right? There's no way you're getting to this ball before he does. Yeah. That's why your teammate can't go for anything aggressive, right? Because you challenge. If you're leaving and getting back, then your teammate can get back and do whatever he wants, right? All right. Yep. You can see now why this is all just boomer ball and nothing, nothing constructive is happening here, right? You're just trying to throw the ball. You're trying to go for demo, which is an interesting idea. He doesn't make the shot, but obviously this is champ 3, low champ 3, so you know it's unlikely that he makes a shot, right? But yeah, I'd say the last 20 or 30 seconds just more. Yeah, you shouldn't have been in that position anyway. You had multiple chances to play positions a bit better. I honestly think you could have won this game. For me personally, what do you reckon? I mean, look, that's good though. Like you said, the guy's a Smurf or something, right? I'm not sure if he was because, to be honest, I mhm. I don't think he is. Like, I mean, I'll show you my skills, and he feels worse than I am. Yeah, but all you gotta do is worry about that guy then, right? If the other guy is see that's that bounce dribble I was talking about. Very good skill. But yeah, just worry about him then. If his teammates like being hard carried, then it's fine because um then you just gotta worry about one teammate. You just take him out of the field, or once you beat that guy, then it's a free goal, right? Nah, yeah. Even if one of the people is significantly better, it's not. It's more the decision making that beats people really. Um, yeah, like to get to grand champ, you just gotta beat champ threes most of the time, high champ threes. But to even get to that level, you have to consistently beat them because you're not gonna be yeah. Yeah, I feel you. But you can see because the reason why is because everything you do is on a knife's edge, right? You can see the way I'll play like low champ 3 is very different from the way that you'll play low champ 3. Um, I I sit back and watch them make mistakes. You want to constantly outplay them, and it's just not needed. Like yeah, it, it's not. It's like preparing for them to do an incredible play, but being aware that they'll probably do a bad play. Right? Make sense? Like I'm probably one of the least mechanical Grand Champs you'll see. But I'm okay with that. Well, I do better. It's just to be in a better position most of the time, right? That's Yeah, like I'd say my ceiling right now is probably if I was like hard if I could play the game more than more than maybe a couple hours uh maybe a week or maybe 10 hours every couple of weeks maximum, um including these trainings, um maybe Grand Champ 3. I think I've been Grand Champ since season 13. um but I'm happy with this level because I'm okay with it. But if you're, the thing is that the main takeaway you want to take from this is that I don't play the game as much as I did before, but I'm able to maintain it because I'm able to realize that certain situations are going to be more advantageous to me, or let me be a bit more patient in the way I play it, right? That's what I want you to kind of take away from it. You don't have to close up the space instantly. Very few people are able to dribble or do anything around that. It's more about figuring out how to not be awkward. Okay? Do you have any other questions or anything like that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's ones will help a little bit, but you see, most of the time it's because you're pushing up aggressively when you don't need to, right? Um, you push up aggressively and you don't realize that they'll just hit the ball hard, right? You got to realize at this level, very few people have very good 1v1 abilities, right? So when you're last man, you're just gonna buy time. Buy time. Just think about buying time, okay? Don't think about having to make the absolute optimal play every time. You're just gonna buy time. You don't have to be the hero. You can let your teammate you can let your teammate challenge, right? So something that I always do is when I see a 50-50 is about to happen, right? I'll if the ball's over there, I'll literally just turn like this. So I'm prepared to go back, but I can still like drift and get back into play, right? So I'm facing away from the play, and then I can just drift and get back into the play, right? It's not difficult, right? So I'm not boosting super hard away from the play. I'm just pointing my car away from the ball, the play, so that I can get back if I need to, or I can turn in. Because the chances aren't at a knife's edge, right? You can see that you had so much more time in every play to score what eventually was a goal, right? So you got to realize that there's more time than you think in twos. And don't throw the ball away as much as you do. And if you're gonna throw the ball away, at least throw it away with power, right? At goal, right? Because I see time and time again, you just throw the ball away weakly, and it's basically a pass to them, right? Ones will help you out a little bit. I'd take ones as not trying to win ones, but trying to improve certain skills in ones. All right. So like practicing in free play, maybe trying to flick the ball as quickly as you can, um, trying to be a little bit better at shooting at goal. You know, because in ones you have that space to just shoot at goal, and if it goes in, you score, right? You win. So yeah, because I feel like you don't trust yourself to shoot at goal and have it be powerful as well as at goal, right? There's a game pack I use, especially now that I don't know. I'm pretty sure I play. I'm like I don't even know how many hours I'm playing right now. Yeah, 4 hours in the last 2 weeks. So incredible amount. Um, yeah. So I use something called Ultimate Warm Up, and you can just Ultimate Warm Up's great because it allows you to tag in your eye. See that? I waited for the ball to bounce up, right? So like maybe I want to get better at timing it so I can hit the ball hard at goal, right? This is something that you can practice, right? It's not a difficult thing. See here, practice up. Look at that. Look how much more power I get at my ball at my shots, right? all I'm doing is being a bit more patient, letting the ball hit, and then once it's up in the air, I'm just hitting it up, right? So like here, I'm just going to go for a double touch. Obviously, a double touch might be, something that you're not very confident in, but you can just kind of, something that you probably want to have is be a little bit more confident in your backboard reads, okay? So if it's as simple as reading that and going, okay, I'm going to be here. I'm going to throw the ball up here. Now I need to be here to attack it, right? It's stuff like that. The double touch is good, but it's more reading the backboard that you need to do, right? Okay? But yeah. Do you have any other questions? Did I answer your question about hesitation, though? Don't believe that the 50-50 is about to happen in the way that you hope it happens, but be prepared either way, Yes. Be positioned for the worst, but know what you need to do if the best happens, Um, Another thing, I don't know if you air roll very much. You air roll a lot, but you don't air roll very effectively. So you see me fly up, right? I only air roll to get as much power as I can on the ball, right? So air rolling's great, but you need to air roll in a way that actually helps you out. Like I'm air rolling to maybe shoot a goal, You just air roll like that and go like, oh shit. Oh yeah, dude. Like, oh yeah. But you can just fly up. Like, there's no need to do that. I Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, I am one of the people that probably uses air roll the least in Grand Champ, but I still recognize what it's good at, which is getting your car in the right position so you can hit the ball with as much power as possible, right? At higher levels, at pro levels, then they do it to kind of mask what they're about to do. But at our level, there's no need to, all right? All we want is consistently hitting the ball hard at goal and shooting on target and don't overcommit. Those are the main things. And picking up little boost pads. But yeah, like yeah. That's all good, dude. But do you have any other questions? Because it's always easier if I'm able to show you. Okay. So yeah, I would say you you know your hits, your ground hits aren't really very consistent. So I'd probably recommend you focus and actually like practice hitting the ball hard first, obviously. So just like no need for accuracy, just hit the ball as hard as you can. So it comes up, you hit the ball. Then once you get a little bit better, then you can kind of position your car so that you can hit the ball hard that way. Okay. So the ball when it comes up is the key. Because you can see I'm just consistently hitting the ball hard. So yeah. That's about it, honestly. I think your little boost pad stuff is pretty good, but you gotta when it's the clutch situation, you kind of just focus on the ball a lot, and you kind of lose that little bit. So you have to make the little boost pads be a little bit more automatic. In low pressure situations, I can see you doing it, but in high pressure situations, it's where it really needs to happen, right? So yeah, cool. All right. That's about it, honestly. Let me end the recording right now.